What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big Johnny G for Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming.
Shut up and sit down.
Hey, thank you so much for joining me. I'm your buddy Big Johnny G, and this is another Midday Monologue Monday. In fact, this isn't just any, this is the top of the month, which means this is a shout out because I want everyone to know what's up, August. As far as I know, I am the only YouTube channel that gives you an entire month review before that month even happens. So I have all the videos already uploaded, logged up, ready to drop on their appropriate date and time. All right, so let's start with Mondays. Now, Mondays, I like to do this. I like to talk. I like to rap. I like to just chill. And obviously, right at the top of the month, you see what I'm doing here. But the bottom of the month, the bottom of every month, my friends, I go live Eastern Standard Time, noon. Right here in New York City, noontime, I go live and I address comments. And if anyone jumps on and wants to shoot the breeze with me, I will consider it an AMA and I will answer anything you throw in front of me, my friends. But there's going to be a couple of Mondays squeezed between now and then. And one of the ones that I want to talk to about is my love, my absolute love for 3D board games. Since I was a child, I've loved them. But now I started a mini series for right now. I started that last month, and we are continuing it. So I do have part 2 of my creating a Werewolf the Apocalypse campaign, and that's what the Mondays are looking like. That'll bring us right into Tuesdays. For my tabletop takeout Tuesdays, little bullet points. You know, kind of like mini reviews, bullet points as to what it is that myself, the 20-sided warriors, or even my wife may enjoy about a title once it hits the table. And this month I got some new titles to talk about that haven't come up before, such as Tiny Ninja Heroes. I also want to talk about a modern day classic, and that's Blood Rage. Crazier Eights is a great series, and this one, Crazier Eights, 1001 Nights, definitely delivers, and I will tell you why. And finally, we'll end off by talking about a game that just got a second edition, as I'm talking about the first, and that's Sheriff of Nottingham. And after going through all of those games, it's going to lead us into our unboxings for Wednesday. 4 titles I have selected for this month's unboxing come to us from companies such as GameRight, Cool Mini or Not, Riverhorse, and Gamelin Games. So you want to find out what's, quote, in the Pixies box from one week to the next, my friends, and please come and join us at noontime centrals when just about every one of our videos do drop. Except for our slideshow, but I'll get to that when I get to that. Right now, let's talk about Thursdays. Now, Thursdays are a bit of a hodgepodge. I do different things on Thursdays over the course of a month, and we're starting off with Gaming Radar. Yeah, I like this. Things that I see and hear about a game, and I want to tell you a little bit about it. And this month, we're going to be talking on Gaming Radar about a game called Age of Civilization. So join me to get my 2 cents, or should I say my 2 gold pieces, my 2 GP thoughts on that preview. Now, probably the most controversial series that Two Gun Pixie has dropped was when me and Tom Vulu conceived the idea of Am I the Asshole? Dungeons & Dragons edition. So we are continuing that this month with our 6th edition of that. So that's going to drop at noon on Thursdays. All our Thursdays do. So come and check that out. Now, I've been doing Tales from the Table. And lately, for these last couple of months, I think the last was 2 months already, building up to this, there's been 2 parts, and we're continuing that. One whole part behind the screen, my BTS series, and then the following week, the players version of what's going on. And Tales of the Table, we are deep in the beginning of Speaker in Dreams, 3rd edition Dungeons & Dragons adventure. So come by and check out. You get to see all my builds on the BTS. I show you my table builds, how I'm doing it, why I'm doing it, what I'm doing to change the module, if I need to change the module. And then for the players, the following week, they get to discuss the actual adventure, what's been going on from their point of view. It's a great double series. Please check it out. And finally, this month of August has 5 Thursdays. So whenever there's a 5th Thursday to a month, you can always find a Big Johnny G's 5 favorite. And this month, I want to talk to you about my 5 favorite Marvel superhero games. I got a lot of them. And that's going to deliver us right into Fridays. Now, generally speaking, Fridays, I try to get the quicker games up. Not always the case, but I generally do try to get the quicker games up. But now I have a game that I've been trying to get to the table for a while now. One thing or another keeps pushing it off, and it's finally going to be happening. And that is a Friday night filler version of Terraforming Mars, the dice game. I'm also planning on getting a game of Way of the Samurai back on the table and maybe throwing a different module hook into it this time. We'll see how that happens. And keeping in the general area, I think there's also going to be a game of Sakura. I can never say that word right. That's another great and fun game. And I think closing out the month, the last 2 games are going to be Zorro the Dice game, to be followed by King of Tokyo. That's always a big hit with my players. And that is the way our Friday night fillers are happening, which means we're almost done with this list because that's bringing us right into Saturday. Saturdays, I like to do slideshows, quick musical photographic marriages that tell you something and show you something about a game, its components, its pieces. And the ones I have picked out for this month, I'm really excited about. I had a lot of fun taking the photographs for that, and that will include games such as Firefly, Shiny Dice, Tiny, Epic Crimes, Dungeons & Dragons Fantasy Adventure board game, and 20-Sided Warriors versus Marvel Zombies. They've been having a lot of fun with that game, and they've been tearing it up, so it's time to show off some of the pictures. And now, to close out the week, we're going to check out what we're doing here on Sundays. Sundays do tend to be the live playthroughs of the larger games, the ones that generally will take more than an hour. Sometimes shorter games get thrown in there. And for this month, I have some old favorites and a new one all thrown in the mix. So I want to get another Dungeons & Dragons cooperative adventure game series down on the table and play it live. It's been over a month since I've done that, and I got a lot of good response from everyone, and I had a lot of fun doing it. So I think it's time for Legend of Drizzt. Now, the new game I want to get up there, which means there'll probably be some mistakes made. And that is a game I backed on Kickstarter for the whole thing, the whole big thing, everything I could get for it. And that's Arceus, which is kind of like a Brandon Fraser The Mummy movie, but picture it being steampunk. Yeah, sounds interesting, doesn't it? Now, a new twist on an old game I've been playing here, Hero Quest. I want to take a quick little break before I jump in with the new team. I want to do a new team for some of the new adventures coming up. But for right now, I want to dive in and do a one-off, mixing up some of my favorite looking rogues in the game, right? You got the rogue heir, you have the dwarf from the core game, you have the bard, and from the upcoming Jungles of Delthrak, which I'll have by now, is the adventurer. So I want to throw them all together for a quick little try and see how they run. That should be pretty fun. And finally, yes, I tried to get it back to the table a couple of months ago and it just didn't happen. And now it's time. Let's get another adventure of Return to Dark Tower. Yeah, so that's it. Those are the games planned out. Those are the videos planned out, already shot, already filmed, already edited, in the can, loaded up in YouTube, just waiting for their release date, my friends. And I got more than that already ready to go. But as far as August goes, I hope you enjoy the videos that me and Tommy V have set up for you, because we had a lot of fun doing this. So please, enjoy today and have a better tomorrow. I'm your buddy Big John and G for Two Gun Picture presents Legendary Gaming, and I am out of here.